Hey, David, I heard that there's a really special release coming out really soon from our good friends at Mondo. And I thought it'd be really cool to invite Peter and Hector onto screen with us just so we could talk a little bit about what's coming down the pipe from one of our favorite companies out there, Mondo.
I think that's an awesome idea. Let's bring them on.
Whoa, what's up, guys? Look at that. It's Peter Santa Maria and Hector Arce.
We're
How
here.
you guys doing? Good to see you.
We've been waiting back there, just hanging out, hoping you'd bring us in.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
How's the green room experience back there? Is it
Oh,
nice?
Fantastic. Just like we asked, only green M&Ms, the hottest ones.
Oh, gosh.
Perfect.
With the eventual blue one scattered in randomly for a surprise. Change
Well,
things
welcome back, guys.
See what we have to deal with here. Collect on.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right. So, we've been super happy about the releases that Mondo's been putting out, especially recently with you're dipping you went first like just the toes in to the Sofubi world, and now it seems like you guys are waist deep in releases. Like everything that's come out really recently has just been a huge hit. I know, like Hector, you got the Space Godzillas behind you. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on those. Those have been knocked out of the park. I love seeing all the collectors out there like going crazy for them. And the Rodan, super cool with the magnetic Mothra and everything, and all the colorways you guys are doing. That just really, really fantastic. So I understand there's some new stuff in the works, and not just in the works, but coming out next week. Is that right?
Yep.
Tell us all about it, guys.
Well, as you mentioned, thank you so much for all the kind words. First of all, we're so stoked to, what was it, 3 years ago when we first started with the 84 and the Hedera, right? We're kind of like the first.
Already? Oh my goodness.
Almost 3 years. Yeah, I think it is. I think it has been 3 years, right? And we've been able to build and add more and more characters to this line of this mainline Sofubi line, while also experimenting with people like Peter in his style, James Groman, Jesse Hernandez, Urbanistic, right, with his Urbanistic Godzilla, like really pushing the boundaries. We're going to be working with some other great artists this year that we can't wait to reveal, one who we're really excited about. But this mainline Sofubi line, I think for us is so much fun because we work on it internally. We design it all here in-house at Mondo ourselves here, and it's such a fun line to just experiment with. And we have an addition, three new additions to the line.
Wow, 3.
Yeah, it's
on stage now.
Yeah, bring them in. They can't wait back there anymore. They don't even eat M&Ms. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Look at those guys.
Look at these beauties.
I'm so excited about these, Kyle. This, there's always like jokes made in the fan groups of talking about like who's like everybody's favorite Godzilla and favorite Godzilla movie. You don't hear a lot of people saying a lot of nice things about Minya and Gabra is kind of like hit or miss depending on the fandom. But we like started thinking that what can we do that no one will see coming, that no one's going to expect, and then what can we do to elevate these guys? Because I think deep down, all the fans love everybody, even though they like to tease the characters here and there. So could we create something that everyone would be excited for and happy to put on their shelves? I love Minya. I know some people are like on the fence of him, but I've always thought, man, Minya could use a few, updates, with his design, with stylization, the way other Sofubi is stylized. Why not, and throw him in there and play up the cute aspects of him, play up the chibi aspects of him, but still keep him feeling like he fits with the Godzilla. And this Godzilla, I have to say, I got a chance. Hector was gracious enough, because if you guys don't know, this soft vinyl line we've been talking about, starting with the 84 and the Hedera all the way up to Space Godzilla and Rodan. This is Hector's baby. This line is his baby. He designs, sculpts, chooses the characters, the colorways. It's outstanding stuff. And I think sometimes people don't realize, they think it's just like the Mondo line. It is, but Hector's like, this is his baby to start to finish. So I asked him, could I be so bold, Hector? I know I already have my own stuff. It's not enough, clearly. I have a deep black hole I have to fill and with attention. So can I please have a chance to design a couple of non-Attack Peter style figures And if I did, I'd love to do some Showa stuff. He said, go draw them up. So I drew up a Minya, a Gabra, and Godzilla. And I wanted to, definitely highlight those big, fun features of the characters from All Monsters Attack. And Hector says, we should just do a 3-pack. And I'm like, oh, now he's gone
such
nuts.
a cool idea.
Right? And so I'm not going to say anything. Let's do it. And so I sketched them up, and Hector and our other friend Tufan, Sezer, the sculptor, did a great job sculpting these, adapting my drawings, making them real. Because one thing is to draw them out, but one thing is to really start to make them work from all angles, right, in the round. And that's what these guys are so good at. Hector's a consummate professional, and he knows, like, I know you think that's going to look good, but if we do this, it's going to look better, and boom, and ding, ding. And then it did. And so sitting here looking at these pictures, I remember having the first conversations with them. I'm blown away. I'm so happy. And to be able to just have a little role to play on these. They're so fun. And these pictures are just bring me so much joy.
Photographs, yeah, they're
Dude,
great.
Kudos to the photographer on these.
Yeah,
These look
Thank
fantastic.
you. Yeah, his name is Eugene Feliciano. I think he goes by I forget his handle, but we'll let you know later. Maybe you can tag it or whatever. He's amazing. He's a great friend of ours, and he really captured the essence of that movie and the color palette and the vibe. And I told him, get whimsy with it, get fun with it. Like, that movie is just all about fun, really. And there's some of these, when I saw the pictures, it really brought a smile on my face, and it just kind of
Lord Bulbasaurus, by the way.
Lord Bulbasaurus. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. He really captured the island vibe of that movie, and that movie island. So it's really great. And if I may, this Godzilla, this incarnation of Godzilla, the 68 suit, let's call it, because they used that suit, for several films. But it was still looking pretty good during All Monsters Attack. It's the one after Destroy All Monsters. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Peter, you managed to capture like a cute sort of chibi essence, yet making him look still a little bit menacing and look exactly like the suit is supposed to look. So that's not easy to do.
Thank you.
That line between being like the character super recognizable and all the traits of the character, yet making it sort of like Sofubi-esque. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say other than it looks great, and
thank you.
We don't have a lot of 68 Sofubis.
Well, and so that, thank you for saying that, David, because that literally was Hector and I spending hours on the phone going back and forth on the design, like what's important, what's needed. Anything that is like menacing and tough, that's Hector. Because Hector comes from the Heisei, like that's his like favorite era, and then anything that's cute or dopey, that comes from me. So I'm glad that you noticed that, because it was a push and pull trying to like go back and forth and say, all right, it's too cutesy now. You got to be a little tougher because it is the hero suit,
You nailed it.
And yeah, so but shout out to Hector and Tufan, because I think if it was just my drawing, it would have been a little too cutesy. And so
too whimsical, huh?
Yeah, too whimsical, but it really works. And David, you and I had spoken many times in the past about how if there was only like one Showa suit that kind of feels like it encompasses that era, it's the 68 suit. And it's been used so much throughout different movies that if we wanted to get one Showa suit in our Showa line of Sofubi, this would be a great one to put in there.
Well, you nailed it. And you guys definitely took on the roles of Tsuburaya and Honda, because actually Honda didn't do this movie, did he? Honda had died by this point.
Right.
But what they were trying to achieve in these movies is to make Godzilla still look a little menacing, but make it, easy for kids to love and to fall in love with. So, and you guys made that balance perfect in this figure. So I can't wait to get these. So I know Kyle had mentioned that they're coming soon. When exactly can people get their hands on these? Start to order these, I should say.
Yeah, these are going to be available next Tuesday, the 19th. March 19th, and they're going to be a timed edition. So they're going to be available the entire week. So people can just, come in and order it when you can before the timed edition ends on the Friday, next Friday. And we're stoked for all of you to get these in hand. They're some of my favorites that we've worked on.
Yeah.
Speaking of being stoked, I know that one of my favorite artists also had a hand in working on this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think we should show off his work. Tom Whalen, tell me a little bit about.
Yes.
This is a premiere.
Tom.
This is an exclusive to Collect All Monsters, just so you know. So we were so stoked. Yeah, we were so stoked. I mean, you guys know this because Tom's no stranger to this community, that Tom is a huge, huge, huge fan of Godzilla and all the eras. And he's done such incredible poster work for Mondo. And so when we were doing this project, we're like, man, if anybody could capture that fun, tropical, like colorful vibe, it's Tom. I wonder if we could get him, if he's available. This guy, he's a pro's pro. He's everybody wants to work with him. So we reached out. And he was over the moon. We told him, of course, we'll pay you, but we'll also give you toys. And he's like,
that's the magic word right there.
Yeah. And so it's just so great to know that this is like for me personally, I feel very warm knowing that Hector, myself, and Tom, as well as Alex and Tufan, like all worked on this. It's really like a labor of love. It's a passion project for all of us. And I just can't wait for it to be here physically so we can enjoy it together.
Yeah, we were so stoked to have to get the chance to work with Tom again. He did a fantastic job on this art. It's so fun. It really captures those island vibes, like you were saying. I don't think anyone could have done it as well as he could.
No,
especially for this movie in this era.
Yeah,
you know
Such
what it
color
is?
pop too. Great stuff.
Tom Whalen has done some amazing work over the years, and I was introduced to Tom Whalen by Kyle because he worked on Kyle's.
That's right.
And I was lucky enough to get one of Tom's special edition Mothra versus Godzilla with Japanese font. And Keith and I just took it to the framers 2 weeks ago to get framed because it's going in our living room.
That's awesome.
And so that should be done. And I'll make sure I post all kinds of stuff about that. But
his stuff is very eye-catching.
It's totally eye-catching, and it's going to look perfect in our space. So
it's beautiful.
Thanks, Tom, for that. And thanks for stuff too.
It's one of those boxes like I remember when the Biollante started shipping and people started receiving them, and then people realized that if you display your variants together, you get like the whole Biollante image, and everyone's like, I can't throw these boxes away. That's the thing with Tom. You're not going to throw the box away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at his Mothra box right
Exactly. Now. It's gorgeous.
I'm not throwing that Mothra box away. And, Mondo's boxes in general are pretty freaking awesome.
We pride ourselves on them. We got some other cool ones coming this year. You're gonna love.
I want to toss my SOS box, but it's so big. It takes up so much space, but it's so awesome.
It's that Francavilla. Yeah.
Francavilla is that's such the box itself. It's so large, but it looks so cool that with seeing the face blown up and all that, it's really, really neat.
You can use it as a diorama piece. That's it.
It's great stuff, and I can't bring myself. So.
That's
awesome.
How
cool is that, guys?
You guys, this is awesome.
Thanks, man.
This is so bad. I love these guys. And I'm assuming, like, hopefully these are gonna have other variants as well. Like, you guys have been, like I said, really killing it with all the paint variants that you've been releasing. So really awesome.
You can come to expect with all of these Godzilla like Sofubi line that we're doing, that we're going to have multiple variants throughout the year.
I was just going to ask that question. Good deal.
Yeah.
Some of them might be more limited than others. Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say. And it's also fair to say, and we talked a little bit about this before we went live. We Collect All Monsters and the fandom really appreciate the fact that you don't have to jump through 30 hoops to get your figures. They're accessible to the average collector.
Yeah.
Price point and the way that you order them. And we really do appreciate that as a community, because it is frustrating to see pieces that we'll never be able to have in our collections, or pay so much money, or go through all the red tape and then end up losing it. But you guys have been really in the forefront of making these awesome designer Sofubi figures accessible to the average collector. And it's fair that some of the more limited color palettes will be a little bit harder to get. I mean, that's fair. Maybe like even a cherry blossom version of this set.
I mean, we've done a cherry blossom for just about all of them, right?
Might as well, right?
A cherry blossom Gavra would be chef's kiss.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I still think that your cherry blossom Space Godzilla is one of my favorite Sofubi designs I have ever seen, Japanese, American, whatever. The symmetry of it, the simplicity of the color palette, the glow aspect, it's just absolutely stunning. And as much as I love it, I don't have one, and I need to rectify that at some point.
You gotta get them one.
I'll tell you what, that is like, it's the quintessential glowy Sofubi that you guys have done so far. And
thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what's coming down the pike, even after this set comes out.
Yeah, we have some great surprises for this year. We're really and we have another one coming really soon that's going to coincide with a big monster movie that's coming out in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that, because we will be announcing those very shortly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Another exclusive. You guys are getting all the exclusives.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we really do.
Collect Almost just appreciates it.
Yeah, no.
We appreciate it.
There's nowhere we would go first to talk about this kind of stuff. This is the hub, the capital city of all the kaiju collectibles.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
I'm branding without even thinking about it. It's like subconscious.
You're a machine.
I'm ruined.
Branding machine.
I'm no longer
Get
human.
that on a t-shirt now.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, we really, really appreciate you coming on here and talking about your upcoming release. And this 3-pack looks fantastic. Let me throw that up on screen again, because wow. I think the collector's going to go nuts for this thing.
100%.
Go nuts for all the repaint variants you guys coming out.
Thank you.
You should reiterate the time and the day that this is going to be available for collectors to pre-order.
Yeah. It's going to be available next Tuesday, the 19th. Next Tuesday, the 19th. Available at, I believe it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time on mondoshop.com. And, follow our socials at mondoshop for information. We'll make an announcement probably on Monday, and then with all the details and time then and how long the timed edition is going to run for.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Fantastic.
That mini is it's a perfect size. If you hate leaving your Sofubi at home when you go to work, you stick them in your little pocket.
It's a pocket mini.
It's a pocket mini, yeah. Little travel buddy. Look at that guy. Come on.
It's right there. It's perfect little pocket. Awesome.
Right on.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Again, we really appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. And of course, anytime you want to come back and chat about stuff, we'd love to have you on. So
awesome.
Thank you. You guys
Open invitation. Open invitation always.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, fellas.
see ya.